people who actually follow this stuff, right? And the bigger enemy that they have of the liberals is the Christians. The religious right. You will find liberals today, this is unbelievable, who believe that the religious right is our enemy today, and they're a bigger threat to this country than the Muslims. That is unbelievable. When was the last time 19 Christians flew their planes into World Trade Center? Right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right? And the hypocrisy doesn't end there. They made such a thing. Oh, don't burn the Quran. Don't burn the Quran. Don't burn the Quran. When was the last time you ever saw a liberal say, don't burn the Bible? There's Bible burnings all the time, right? There's groups that burn the Bible, like, the gays will have a thing and they'll burn the Bible. Somebody show me a liberal, a whole bunch of liberals getting together and demonstrating how much they hate the burning of the Bible. That I challenge. Because the thing that they hate the most is religious, observant Christians. And because of that, I am going to make sure that I buddy-buddy with religious Christians this year and point out that they are not a threat to America. They are the backbone of what makes America great.
Now, Greg Leake writes, let's give the guy's reaction to a Torah Jew walking into a hamburger joint like McDonald's.
Okay.
Number 1, absolute indifference. Number 2, look at the guy in the funny suit, wonder if he's in a band. Number 3, hey, Jew eating a hamburger, at least he's got some sense. I think this summarizes the average guy's reaction fairly well if he's to see a Torah Jew walk into a McDonald's. So, indifference is basically Greg Leake's point here. And there are many reactions to Jews in the world and to things they do, but indifference does not tend to.
That's what you say.
Yeah,
that's what you say. You got that from Prager.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I've never been a non-Jew. I've never been a goy. I don't have the first clue what a goy thinks of when he sees a Jew, but I can try to swing it like a different way. How do you react when you see in our neighborhood we have Sikhs, which is to me it's like a totally foreign religion.
Yeah.
We live in a neighborhood where if you're not Jewish, chances are the religion you follow, this is not out of ordinary to say, is it? Am I wrong on this?
Keep going.
Is a Sikh.
Yeah.
We share the neighborhood that's Jews and Sikhs, and actually some of the Sikhs are Jews.
Yeah, a lot of the Sikhs.
A lot of the Sikhs are Jews. Yeah. It's a Jewish neighborhood we live in, but there's also Sikhs.
Yeah.
When the Sikhs are wearing, they're identifiably Sikh, right? And you see them walking around. Sometimes you see them in the Gila because they're vegetarians and they go to our dairy restaurants. How do you react? That's probably the closest thing that we have.
I don't have any strong feelings because Sikhs don't represent a value system that's any threat to me or to anyone or to the world.
Okay, let's try this. If a Sikh, let's play the game. If a Sikh was in his car and he ran a red light, how would you feel? What would you,
I wouldn't have any
indifference. Is that the word? Okay.
Yeah,
if a Sikh cut you off in traffic, indifference.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know the first thing about the religion, but let's say they're supposed to be vegetarians.
But I saw a Sikh eating a McDonald's hamburger.
Well, going to a kosher, you're in kosher, you're in Chef's Gourmet.
Yeah.
Right, and a Sikh walked in.
Yeah.
Would it mean anything to you?
No.
No. Indifference.
Indifference.
I have a feeling that I don't know, but based on that if I was a non-Jew and I saw a Jew do these things, it would also be indifferent.
Yeah.
I would just view Jews who are observant like I would view Sikh. It's just something foreign to me, and it doesn't mean anything to me.
Right.
And I don't really care what they do. That would be my opinion. So I think I agree with Greg.
Okay, that's awesome.
Greg's going to like that, by the way. But he'll find another way to criticize me, because he does every week.
Okay, Greg says, the us-them relationship with which you guys characterize Jews and Gentiles is dysfunctional, even if you are correct in your own terms. So do you have an us-them relationship?
Absolutely. See, this is the thing. from an outsider point of view, I can understand Greg's or anybody's thing when they're saying, oh, this insular attitude of the Jews, where it's just like it's us only versus all of you all, right? And it's like irrational, and it's just I don't know what the words would be. It's this insular, stagnant, repressive. I don't know, whatever words you want to call, right? This Amish attitude, right? And I say, hey, Rabbi Miller said. I quote Rabbi Miller on this. Rabbi Victor Miller. He said when a non-Jew or when the secular press calls you insular, take it as a compliment, because that's what we're commanded to do. That means we're doing a good job, because God has set up the Torah in such a way so as to keep Jews and prevent us from becoming goyim. We cannot. I wrote this last week to him. Jews make terrible goyim. Jews make terrible goyim. We don't blend. It's impossible for a Jew to blend and become just like his neighbors. It's impossible. When a Jew tries to be a non-Jew, it's never worked for us. They tried assimilating. Jews tried assimilating in Germany. Look how well that went, right? When a Jew tries to act like a goy and be just like everybody else, it's not going to work out well, because non-Jews don't respect that. And I talked about this with you before. Non-Jews respect Jews when we behave and act like we're supposed to, even if that is insular.
Look at those cheerleaders in like plastic.
Why are you making me look?
But this is like cheerleaders in plastic. It's applicable to what you're talking about.
So you're not really paying attention to
I totally heard everything you said. It's like cheerleaders in plastic. It's like, that's like a Jew trying to be a guy.
My ratings go down on YouTube when you interrupt me like that and look somewhere else. It makes it look like you're not interested in what I'm saying.
When a Jew tries to act like a guy, that's like a cheerleader dancing around in plastic.
No, it's like a fish out of water. There's actually Gemara in Brachos, I believe it is. But if it's not in Brachos, don't jump on me. There's a Gemara, and it talks about when the Romans came in to throw the Jews out of Eretz Israel, okay, everybody's lives were all the Jews who were learning Torah, their lives were in danger, because the Romans would catch them and they would come in and kill all the Jews who were learning Torah. So the suggestion was made, hey, maybe we shouldn't learn Torah anymore, and we should just act like them. And I think it was Rabbi Kiva.
Yeah.
Oh, you know this Gemara?
Okay.
Okay, I think it was Rabbi Kiva, and he said, no, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense at all. You take a fish and you put him in the water, right? If he's in danger in the water, is his life going to be any safer if you take them and put him on dry land? How does that going to help him? You put him on dry land, how long is he going to live on the dry land, right?
Right.
And the Gemara explains it's a mashal, and I don't know how you say it, an illustration. Jews are compared to fish. We're fish. And that's why we wear snapper bakaskesses. That means where it says fins and scales. It's translated as snapper bakaskes. That's what the Torah calls it, right? And if you look at the Onkelos who does it in Aramaic, he says it's tzitzis and tefillin. Like that's what we're fish. We wear fish. That it's a remez that we're fish. And we're in water. Torah is compared to water. We talked about how it's compared to light. It's also compared to water. So when you're swimming in water, that's what the Jew is supposed to be swimming in Torah, right? Oh, there's people pursuing him, and he might get killed. There's bigger fish coming to kill him or whatever.
Right.
That's okay, but you don't jump out of the water because we can't survive on land. Right. A Jew has to be immersed in Torah. To take a Jew out and assimilate him and put him trying to make him a land creature is not going to work. He's not going to live long doing that. He's dead. He can't survive. Jewish people cannot survive assimilated. That's not what we have to be. What's called insular. That's what we do. It might offend somebody. It might offend Mr. Greg. He doesn't like that. He might call it irrational. You know what? We're good with that. That's a criticism or a condemnation that we can deal with. You want to compare us to the Amish? and say we don't blend, and our rules keep us from